part 2 of my series on my hobbies. Anyways, that was my new intro. Did you like it? It took me forever to edit, even though it's so simple. I like it, but I might change it. We'll see. But for now, let's get into part 2 of my hobbies. These are my real hobbies, because my first video was like my hobbies, not hobbies. These are my real hobbies. And this is my 3rd time filming this, so this better turn out okay. Future Alex, don't accidentally delete this. The first hobby that I'm going to share with you is polymer clay. Duh. If you know me, you know I do polymer clay. I'm gonna, like I said in my previous video, I'm gonna give a little background. Hopefully it's not too much, but because I don't want this to be like a 20-minute long video on me, like that would be so boring. But I'm gonna give a little bit of background on each of my hobbies, just kind of how I got into them and whatnot. So polymer clay I got into when I was like 14 because, like I said in my other video, I watched a lot of YouTube. A lot. Too much YouTube, actually. But no, one of the YouTubers I watched started making polymer clay tutorials, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So I told my mom, and she got me a bunch of polymer clay stuff for Christmas. And that started my polymer clay journey. That was when I was about 14. So I did polymer clay when I was about 16, 17. I went to farmers markets and craft fairs and sold my jewelry and stuff. And then I took a really big break and I did not pull out my clay for almost 2 years. And then the pandemic happened. And at the time I was working at Walmart and I didn't like it. And I was like, what if I quit my job here and hear me out, did something I actually want to do? So luckily I still had all of my clay stuff. I never got rid of any of it, and I had saved up some cash from previous craft fairs and whatnot. So I quit my job at Walmart and I opened up my Etsy store a couple weeks later, and here we are now. Check out my Etsy. It will be linked in the description, and you can check out all the stuff that I have in my shop. My second hobby, which I'm going to show you some of my stuff from this polymer clay, you just have to go check that out for yourself. Trust me, I do it like every day. It's really cool. You can also follow my Instagram or my Facebook. I'll also have those linked down below. Anyways, second hobby is painting, which let me show you some of my paintings while I tell you a little bit about them. This is an acrylic painting I did. I don't do acrylic that much, but I do it sometimes. I do it sometimes. So there's 3 types of paint that I've worked with. It would be acrylic, watercolor, which I got into watercolor when I was younger because I took a class with my siblings, and yeah, watercolor is very fun. I don't have any to show you today because I haven't done it in a while. What I do now is paint markers. This was done with This was done with paint markers. These paint markers, to be exact. Love these. Super high quality, kind of pricey, but I got them as a gift, so. And then I also do gouache, which I'll show you. This is gouache. I got this at Hobby Lobby for like $14, $15. Oh, here's some more paint pen stuff. Lots of that. But here's my gouache. I love gouache. It's like a mix between, if you don't know, it's a mix between watercolor and acrylic. It's not actually those mixed, but it's kind of like that. But there's some of that. I got lots of just little paintings and stuff. But gouache, that's my favorite paint medium and very fun. But moving on to my next hobby. Now, my next hobby is kind of like 2 in 1. And what I mean by that is they're 2 hobbies that are incredibly similar. And my best friend got me into both of them. So thank you, bestie. So what they are is pen paling and scrapbooking. And the reason I say they're so similar is because I use the same tools for both. And just to clarify, when I say pen paling as a hobby, I mean I make a scrapbook page kind of, but instead of pictures there's letters. So I make really fancy letters with like cute washi tape and markers and stamps and stickers and all that jazz. And then I send them off to my best friend and hopefully she likes them. I don't know, I like making them, but yeah. And how I got into pen paling was I moved 5 hours away from my best friend, and then we were like, hey, let's write letters. And then I was like, hey, I bet I could make this more crafty. So I did. And then scrapbooking. Love scrapbooking. I got into scrapbooking because, like I said, I moved 5 hours away from my best friend. And before I moved, she gave me this scrapbook for my birthday, and we printed out a bunch of pictures. And she got a scrapbook for herself, and we started scrapbooking like once a week leading up to when I moved. And now we would scrapbook together. Now we scrapbook on our own because we live far away, but we just have lots of fun scrapbook pages. I kind of want to show you all of these, but I also don't want to like put her face and our faces all over the internet. Obviously my face is on the internet, but look at this. This is a lot of people's faces, but they're all already on the internet because these are all on Instagram. But look at this. Look at all these people. These are all pictures. I love scrapbooking. And she got me into that, so lots of fun. Lots of fun. Just to put together something. When you look back on the pages you've made, it's like getting a little hug from your memories. I don't know, I like it. I highly recommend. Especially if you're forgetful, like me. If you're sentimental but forgetful, scrapbooking is for you. My next hobby is another one that you're just gonna have to take my word for because I don't have anything to show you or any pictures or anything to show you. You're just gonna have to trust that it's one of my hobbies. My family can attest to this, so that's my witness, my family. And that hobby is baking. The first time I filmed this video, I forgot that that was one of my hobbies for some reason, but it is. I love baking. I forgot it was one of my hobbies because I do it so often. I bake like every other day. My favorite thing to bake is banana bread. It's my favorite food. If you ever hang out with me, I will make you food. Delicious food. Like marshmallow cookie pie or s'mores dip. I like things with marshmallows in them. Anyways, moving on to my last hobby that I'm going to be showing you in this video, we have crocheting. Let me go grab some of the stuff I've crocheted. We have hat, another hat, wait, another hat, but this one has kitty ears, and we have what is this called? An Among Us character, a crewmate from the game Among Us. He's soft and squishy and super cute. And I've made blankets before, lots of blankets. Let me show you one real quick. Here's my most recent blanket that I crocheted. Let me fix the lighting. It is very heavy, it's very big, very chunky, and I used over $100 worth of yarn to crochet it. So yeah, that's that. I've crocheted other blankets too, but they're downstairs, so I don't want to get them to show them to you because I'm lazy. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, so those were the majority of my hobbies. I also journal and do a lot of random artsy craftsy stuff here and there. But again, that would be more of a hobby not hobby thing, which we already did that. That was the main chunk of my hobbies. In the next video, which is part 3 of this 3-part series, I'm gonna be showing you my favorite hobby. It gets its own video because a lot goes into it. There's a lot around it, and it's my favorite, so of course it gets its own video. So I'm excited for that one, but for now, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming on over to my channel. My name is Alex. If you liked this, subscribe and like the video. If you didn't like it, then dislike it, I guess. Comment down below what your hobbies are. I would love to see what y'all do for fun. But yeah, that was the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!